Hi everyone, this is Katrin from 3P's Gym. I'm here today to show you a triset you can use for your shoulders, so to develop really good mass in your shoulders. Great for guys, part of how you want to look, and for women also good for giving you nice shapely shoulders, helping to lift your cleavage and just giving you a nice broad shoulders, which obviously helps balance out your hips. So it's a great exercise for men and women. It is an advanced move for those who are already doing some shoulder work, but it's a great triset, so let's get going. Now, I've got here a bench set on flat, and I've got 3 sets of weights with me. You need to experiment to see what weights work for you. You want one set that you can do this motion quite easily with. I would say if you're a learner, you're not really going to go above about 5 kilos. You could even start with 2 kilos if you need to. You just need to be able to lift this motion 8 times, okay? Then you're going to have a slightly heavier weight, say 5 to 10 kilos, which you're going to use for a sort of lateral raise, which I'll show you, which you do seated at the bench. And then you're going to finish off with what's called around the world, which is very lightweight, and it's this movement, okay? Now, we do the lightweight last, because what you're doing by that stage is you're tiring the muscle. The thing with a triset is you're doing 3 movements which all target the same muscle group, and you're burning the muscle. You're trying to get to a muscle burn, and the reason you're doing that is you're shocking the muscle to develop strength. So it's a great way of building size on your shoulders, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate each exercise in turn and then show you how you put them together. As if you were just starting out, you might do 2 sets of this, not too heavy. The intention would be to get up to 4 sets, quite heavy, and within those sets you might do 8 reps of each, except the last one you might do 10 to 15 reps, because that's your last burn exercise. So let me just demonstrate the exercises first and then I'll put it all together. Okay, so we start with a lateral raise, which has a twist, okay? So don't go too heavy for this. Let me demonstrate. Okay, so you have a set of dumbbells, okay, anything between sort of 1 and 10 kilos, okay? The motion you're trying to create is almost as if you're lifting and pouring from a jug. So what you're going to do one at a time, you're going to lift from the elbow, but you're going to twist as you do so. You're going to keep your shoulders down so that you move sideways. What you don't want is this movement. You'll keep your back nice and still, your shoulders still, lifting from the tricep and the elbow and twisting as you come up, okay? Let me do that on the side so you can see, okay? You're going to lift like that, okay? Right, what I don't want to see is this movement or that movement. It's a lift and twist using this muscle here. So you're lifting and twisting. Can you see the angle there? Let's put it together, okay? So do both. Make sure that you're not resting the dumbbells on your sides, because that stops the muscles working, because you're having to give yourself a little rest, which you're not trying not to do. You're trying to stress the muscle, not rest it. So you're going to lift both arms together from the elbow, not from the shoulders. Shoulders down and twist. Squeeze and down, and again, lift, squeeze and down. You're keeping your shoulders down, you're keeping your torso still, okay? It's this movement. Okay, take it from the side. Okay? Twist. All right? One more. Okay, so that is your lateral. It's like a lateral fly with a twist, okay? That is brilliant for developing the central part of your deltoid, your shoulder muscle, to give that rounded shape that you have here, so that you get the bump and then the tricep and bicep, okay? The next exercise is also for the mid-delt. So this whole triset is really going to develop the roundness in your shoulders. And this is a seated exercise. If you've watched my health and safety video about how to lift weights, you'll know that I'm not going to bend over and just pick the weights up. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to brace with one hand, and I'm going to lift a weight and bring it onto my knee. Other hand, lift a weight and bring it onto my knee. Okay, so I've now got both weights on my knees. Now this exercise is going to work the mid-shoulder. Just bring the weights down to the side of you. Make sure you're sitting nice up, sitting up. Make sure your stomach is tight. Turn the weights to their slightly forward, and then you'll just lift them forward like this. Not too high. You will feel this absolutely in the central delt, the centre of your shoulder. You will feel this. Keep your shoulders down, do not swing, do not lift, do not rest the weights at the bottom here. You need to be in constant motion. This really stresses the muscle, really gives you a great shape. Okay, you're going to do 8 of these. Let me just show you. Make sure you breathe. Okay, so 8 of those, all right? As you notice, they were slightly at an angle. I wasn't doing this, I was doing this, just slightly, almost like an aircraft, sort of Concorde type motion, okay? And so that's your second exercise, and your third exercise is the one I called around the world, all right? So, much lighter weights, okay? You're going to start in this position. Don't rest them on your thighs, don't rest them on your side. They need to be out so your muscle is under tension. And all you're going to do is move them so I come back. You can see, let's have a look. Here we go. Over your head, right? Don't bump the muscle, don't bump the weights at the top. Again, that just gives your muscles a rest. You're not using momentum here, you're using the muscles to power the movement. Okay? Now, that may not feel like much. When you put the 3 exercises together, it's quite intense. If you are lifting weights and you're older, you know, say 40 onwards, muscles don't age, which is brilliant news, but tendons and cartilage does. It's very difficult to continue to lift very heavy because your risk of injury is that much more. But, and this is my own experience, if you start to increase intensity by combining exercise, by doing trisets, doing supersets, doing massive sets, you get the intensity without the risk of injury. So you can get quite big, or you can maintain size, you know, into your 50s, 60s. I've said on previous videos, my father took up weightlifting at 74, having been an athlete as a footballer, and then played squash, played tennis at Wimbledon. He'd been you know, played sport to a very high level, but he was losing power in his 70s and he decided to lift weights. And he didn't care that he was the oldest guy in the gym. He didn't give a monkey's. This was before Schwarzenegger, and people like that were you know, lifting quite late into their careers. But he started lifting, and it helped him in all parts of his life, including his sport. So when I'm talking about training in the gym, I'm not just talking about 20-year-olds. I'm talking about, you know, right up to your 70s, even your 80s potentially. There's no reason why you couldn't lift, but just adjust. So this type of work where you're using multiple exercises put together is very good for older trainers. In terms of the young guys and young women, it's very good for building size. You get much quicker results if you are combining exercises. So now we're going to put these all together, and you're going to see how this works as a triset. And I would do this for my shoulder exercises. Every time I do shoulders, I would do it near the end of my workout, after I've done my individual exercises, to really just burn the muscle, get the last juice out of the muscle, to really stress it so it's ready to develop. So it's a great one to end with. Okay, so let's put those 3 together. Okay, we're going to start with the side fly. Okay, remember, twist as if you are pouring from a jug. So we're going to do 8 of these, and you're going to lift, and you're going to feel the side of your shoulders actually working here. Keep your shoulders down, nice and upright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can feel this working. 7, I can feel my shoulders warming up. 8, okay, bend your knees, drop your weights. Take your heavier weights and sit down, okay? Do this quickly, don't rest between. 1, make sure you don't bump the weights on the side of you. 2, slightly out like Concorde, yeah? 3, 4, you'll feel this in the mid-delt. 5, 6, sit up. 7, 1 more. 8, okay, my shoulders are nice and warm now. Last one, around the world, okay? 1, 2. I also find this very helpful because I actually had a shoulder injury, which I got by being thrown from a horse, because I have a horse. It wasn't my horse that threw me, actually. My horse is a good girl. I was riding someone else's problem horse and it threw me, but not a bad way to get an injury in my view. But it just means I'm slightly rehabilitating my shoulder. So it just also shows you can train with injuries, you can train around injuries. I'm not in any pain, but I just feel slightly tender. Okay, that was 8, I think. 9, I'm going to do 12. 10. Okay, 2 more, 11. I can feel it burning now. Last one, 12, okay? So, let's put these weights down. That is your tricep. I'll give you another video, I do one other tricep for my shoulders, which I use mainly for my rear delts. This one works my front delt, mid delt, gives you see, good development here. Great exercise for guys who want to build size for the summer. Great for women, just to give you a nice taut look, particularly if you want to wear sleeveless tops. So, hope you enjoy, hope you'll use that exercise at the gym. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.